Oak Bluffs is a relatively young town by island standards, and since its economy had more to do with recreation than with the time-honored tradition of whaling or shipping trades of Edgartown or Vineyard Haven, it has evolved with a much more frivolous, lighthearted air. Oak Bluffs Harbor, the largest marina on the Vineyard, holds as many as 500 boats at one time, snug and safe during the entire summer. The boardwalk continues to bustle with shops and restaurants. It's one of the few towns on Martha's Vineyard that isn't dry, and it's the only one with any real nightlife, so it's a fun place to just stroll. Ocean Park and Bandstand is a showplace 7-acre park overlooking the ocean. The annual fireworks and summer band concerts are held here. These homes, which surround the park, reflect the more affluent families in their size and style, which are usually Queen Anne or Gothic Revival. In July, the aptly named Monster Shark Festival brings hundreds of fishermen competing to haul in the biggest shark from the waters around the vineyard. The 200 or 300 pound sharks brought in are hanging upside down from joists jutting high into the air. Oak Bluff's businesses also leaned toward pure entertainment. There were theaters, a giant roller skating rink, hotels, and a carousel. The Flying Horses, built in 1876, is the oldest operating platform carousel in the entire country, and it's registered as an historical landmark. Initially part of Edgartown, in the space of just 35 years, Oak Bluffs grew from wilderness to the most famous Methodist camp meeting in the United States. In the early 1800s, a few pilgrims pitched tents in a grove of oaks just behind the bluffs, and for a week sought a closer and more fundamental communion with God than they could find in the comfort of their village. By the late 1800s, thousands were coming from all over New England to witness the spectacle of revival meetings, and a vacation in a town that grew in a circuit around the original camp meeting site. Instead of serviceable weather hardy salt boxes or dignified captain's houses like Edgartown, Oak Bluffs was filled with whimsical, multicolored gingerbread cottages, unwinterized and erected to replace the earlier Methodist tents. These cottages today are privately owned and not open to the public. One curious note, however, although the families can buy or sell these homes, the land remains under the ownership of the Campmeeting Association. Another distinctive housing area in Oak Bluffs is East Chop, which begins at the private East Chop Beach Club and ascends in a triangle to Telegraph Hill, the site of one of the island's 5 lighthouses, and then back down to the public beach at Eastville Beach. The houses along the water are huge old mansions, many long held in the same families, with turrets and spires marking their mid-1800s architecture. More modest homes are on the interior of the Chop, away from the water, but many still with a hint of water views. Island Alpaca is open to the public. You can watch alpaca running and playing in the pastures and learn all about this intriguing animal, their investment potential, and the fiber they produce.
Inside the store we have sweaters and scarves and socks and stuff like that, and hats. And you can basically, anything you can do with sheep's wool you can do with alpacas, but it's better, it's much softer, and it's hypoallergenic.